Hello and welcome again to another spot of positivity. It is Thursday and thus it is Thought Spot Thursday. But I will start with a little tiny rant just to lift you up, just to make you feel encouraged. And this is about the earliest in the day that I've done a thought spot, but you're getting me real time because I had a thought this morning as I was doing my stretches about what this is going to be. So here we go. So my little tiny rant, which is not really a rant, actually more a complaint. No one can do anything about this. It's just the way it is. I had a sunburn on my lip, and seriously, it's almost 2 weeks later and it's still there. And that is my complainy, annoyancy thing. What a long time. Why does it have to linger every morning? It's a little bit sore. And twice I've burst it open in the shower, which is like awful. Anyway, my thankfulness is that it's getting a little better, and I have to augment that or balance it out with some thankfulness because it really is getting better. Okay, so just thought you'd love to hear that. Now, really weirdly, I was thinking this morning, what am I going to speak about to encourage people? What am I going to do? And the thought that I had actually this morning is that I think that we need to take a quick break and, well, grab yourself, I won't tell you yet, grab yourself a piece of paper and a pen and see if you can do this with me, okay? The reason I'm doing this so early is that I want to do it with you, and I have not done this ahead of time. So this is my real-time thing with you, and if you want to get yourself a pen, a piece of paper, or even if you have a journal you have going, this is a great place to put this. And I have got it here. Got a great little journal. This is like, I think this is so cute. This is it's like a little travel notebook. And as an aside, I had been kind of like saving it for something, and then my husband went on a trip a few years ago, and I sent it along with him. So he was going to write in it, and he kind of used it for one or two things and didn't really write in it. And I thought the other day, like, what am I saving it for? Because I'd finished my one journal and decided a new one was due, and the frugal person in me was going to use this one up that I really didn't like. And I thought, why am I using this journal I don't even like? It's like, why don't I use one pretty? So this one is great because, okay, it has a whole bunch of things about what to do when you're preparing for a trip, which I may or may not read. But it does have a whole bunch of they call them travel notes. And I decide today is I'll show you. No, can't show you. It doesn't turn around my camera. But it shows you, it says travel notes. So actually here. Travel notes, date, time, whatever. Trip date, today's itinerary. And you know what? It's our little journey of life. So I write down that kind of stuff in my thing. And the date and stuff. And maybe someday when I really want to, I'll look back to see what I said. It's nice to be able to do that. Anyway, have you got with you your piece of paper or journal? Because we're going to do this together if you want, and if you don't want, you can just watch me or turn this off or whatever you want to do. And I must have a sip of my tea because I always do that. A particularly long draft of tea this morning because it's so good in spite of the heat. And there's also a cool breeze, which is why I'm seated in front of an open window. Okay, so this is what I was thinking. I sat outside stretching on my mat, and I thought, what have I done? What have I accomplished? What do I feel good about? And I thought, hey, that's it. We really, really need to celebrate sometimes what we've accomplished. And so today I want us to do this thing I think I talked about a few weeks ago that I got inspired with was a Tada list. And I have no idea what I'm going to write on here. And that's why I did this morning, because I thought it would be cheating if I ruminated all morning or whatever about what I was going to write, I thought this would be cool to do this together with you. And this can be anything, like anything. But I think sometimes we need to feel better about ourselves. We are worthy in ourselves because we're human beings. We're lovely people. Each person is precious. It's not because of what we do, but sometimes we just we need to kind of give ourselves a little pat on the back and know that we are actually getting some things done, because it's so easy to scrutinize the things you've done wrong or the things you've failed to do, all that kind of thing. So I've got my journal, I've got my pencil, and I'm going to start writing down. I'm not going to necessarily share them all with you. I might share one or two with you about what we've done, anything we've done. If it's even getting up in the morning, if it's some little thing we managed to accomplish yesterday, some little thing we managed to accomplish this morning, and I don't know what I'm going to write. I'm going to try to come up with 10 things, okay? So let's just take the next couple minutes. You can just look at my head bowed over, and I am going to, not my finger because that's really awful. There we go. And I'm going to start writing down some stuff. Anything, really anything that comes to your mind. Whether it's, even if you manage to go get some groceries, even if you manage to do some laundry, or if you managed, well, we'll start with that. Really simple things. If they're very simple, it's even better. Number them. They don't have to be in order. Just want to make sure we get some stuff done here. It's a little different than a thankfulness list, although some things are things you were thankful for. I just accidentally wrote, my writing was so messy that I thought I was on 9. I'm not on 9, I'm just on 5. How are you doing? You getting some things written down? I hope you are. I'll just take another minute. Just listen to the sound of the traffic outside. It gets harder when you get down a little bit further down the list. It could be things you didn't do that are good, that you feel good about for yourself, that you didn't, yeah, you managed to avoid something. Doesn't need to be all from yesterday. It could be from today. It could be from the week. Okay. Well, I haven't quite got everything done in here, but I'll tell you one or two things. I just wrote down really, really simple things. Times I didn't get angry. Times that, well, actually, I thought of a way to simplify a few things, and I'm pleased about that in my life. Things I actually would have normally just rushed into and got lots done, and I didn't. Actually, that sounds kind of funny and counteractive or counterintuitive or something. Counter. I wiped my counters. Got rid of some ants. Maybe I should write that down. Got rid of some ants. There's a little bit of an ant thing happening in Cyprus. I think it happens all the time. So, yes, I'm sorry, ant world, ant ecosystem of rid you of some of your friends in my kitchen because I don't really feel they belong there. Anyway, yeah, and I feel a little better. There's some things I managed to do and some things I've left undone, but some of those things are really good things that should have been left undone. So there you go. Ta-da! Ta-da! You've done some cool things this week. You've done okay. I think I'm going to turn this off and think of some of those things, and I'm okay. It's okay. Got some things done, and yeah, it's funny, when you start thinking about this, because you're not used to patting yourself on the back, and it's not that we're just so amazing people and we should be really boastful and arrogant, and that's different. But it's not usually the pitfall that we find ourselves jumping into. It's more like the demanding thing. So take a few minutes when you do something right. Say, good, I did that, and it's actually reinforcing you to do more. And moments of kindness to other people, whatever it is, you've done well. So thanks a lot for joining me again on A Spot of Positivity, and I'll see you soon.